Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're jumping into a specific corner of the crypto world.
That's right. We're looking at a Solana meme coin called MOODENG. The ticker is MOODENG.
Yep, MOODENG. We've got CoinMarketCap data from today, May 25th, 2025, and we're going to unpack it.
And we also have another note that touches on, well, how you might buy some crypto, which could be relevant.
Exactly. So our mission here is really to give you the essentials on MOODENG, what it is, what it's doing in the market, and maybe some clues about how you'd potentially go about acquiring it.
We want to make this clear and, pretty straightforward for you, get you up to speed quickly.
Okay, so first off, what is MOODENG? CoinMarketCap calls it an unofficial fan page meme coin of MOODENG on Solana.
Right, so straight away, it's flagged as a meme coin, and specifically on the Solana network.
That unofficial fan page part sounds, well, very meme coin-like.
It really does. It suggests it probably grew out of an online community, maybe an internet meme, rather than, some big corporate plan or tech breakthrough.
Makes sense. All right, let's look at the numbers then. Today's CoinMarketCap data shows the price at 0.2508 USD.
And it's actually down a bit in the last day, 7.95%.
Okay. Market cap is $248.32 million. That ranks it, what, hashtag 181?
Yep, 181 on CoinMarketCap's list. And the 24-hour trading volume is quite significant, $200.35 million.
Wow, okay. That volume is almost as much as the entire market cap.
Exactly. That ratio, the volume to market cap ratio, is over 80%.
What does that usually signal? High activity.
Very high activity, yeah. It suggests a lot of people are trading MOODENG right now, buying and selling frequently. Could be hype, speculation, maybe recent news. Lots of churning.
Interesting. And supply? How many MOODENG coins are out there?
Looks like the circulating supply and the max supply are the same. Just under 990 million, 989.97 million MOODENG, to be precise.
So they're all out in the wild already. No more being released.
Seems that way based on this data, yes. 100% circulating.
Okay, let's talk history. Price history. All-time high.
According to CoinMarketCap, that was Bornal 0.6911. Happened back on November 15th, 2024. So about 6 months ago.
And since that peak, it's down. Over 60%, 63.7% down.
Which, honestly, isn't that unusual for meme coins? They can spike really hard and then correct just as dramatically, often tied to, social media buzz fading.
Right, the hype cycle. What about the absolute bottom of the all-time low?
That was 0.05707, record September 10th, 2024, so about 8 months back.
Okay, 5 cents. But wait, the increase from that low, get this, it says plus 350 million%, is that right?
Let me double check. Wow, yeah. 354,788,086%. It's astronomical.
That is absolutely insane growth from the bottom.
It really underscores the sheer volatility, doesn't it? Massive potential upside, but that implies massive potential downside, too. It's the nature of these highly speculative assets.
Definitely highlights the risk. Okay, so the big question for anyone listening who's intrigued, where do you actually buy MOODENG?
Right. So on CoinMarketCap, under the Markets tab, you see the usual categories, A, all, C, EX for centralized exchanges.
Like the big-name platforms people might know.
Exactly. And DEGs for decentralized exchanges, spot trading, perpetual futures, all those options.
There's a but, isn't there?
Well, yeah. When we pulled this data, the specific list of exchanges trading MOODENG, it just said loading data.
Ah. So CoinMarketCap didn't actually show which specific exchange is listed right at that moment.
Correct. That can sometimes happen. Maybe the data feed was slow or the listings are very new or changing fast. So you'd need to actively check various exchanges yourself to see where it's available.
Okay, this brings us to that other piece of info we mentioned, the new note.
Yes. And this is where we need to be super clear. This note describes how to buy a different crypto. It talks about PayPay.
Right. Not MOODENG, B-A-Y-P-A-Y. It does not mention MOODENG in terms of buying instructions.
Absolutely crucial distinction. But the process it describes for buying PayPay on one platform might give you a general sense of the steps you might encounter if you find MOODENG listed somewhere else.
Okay, so what steps does this PayPay note outline?
It starts with using a specific registration link. They even mention potential prizes or a package for signing up through that link.
Okay. Affiliate link, maybe? Then funding.
Yes, funding the account. It mentions using a credit or debit card, and it specifically suggests starting with USDT, which is Tether, that stablecoin pegged to the dollar.
Why USDT?
Often used as a bridge currency in crypto trading. Easier to swap USDT for other, maybe less common coins, like, in their example, PayPay. The note mentions a $15 minimum purchase, too.
Got it. Any mention of fees?
Yeah, it says using their link might get you discounted fees. But it also mentions a better option, potentially, using a third party to get USDT, possibly with lower fees. So it suggests shopping around even for how you fund the account.
Interesting. Okay, account funded with USDT. Then what?
Then you go to the spot market on the platform. That's for immediate trades. Buy now, get the coins now.
And how do you actually buy?
It describes two options. Market order, that's the quick way. You just buy at whatever the best current price is. It might cost slightly more in fees or price slippage, but it's fast.
Okay, market order. And the other?
Limit order. That's where you set the price you're willing to pay.
So you might get a better price or lower fees, perhaps.
Potentially, yes. But you have to wait. Your order only goes through if the market price actually hits the level you set. It might not happen if the price moves away from your target.
So speed versus potential cost saving.
Exactly. That's the trade-off. And let's hammer this home one more time. This whole process, registration link, USDT, spot market, market limit orders, this was specifically for buying PayPay in that note.
Not necessarily for mooding. You absolutely need to verify the process and availability for mooding on any platform you find it listed on.
Couldn't stress that enough. Do your own homework there.
Okay, let's pull back and think about the bigger picture and key takeaways. That new note had a line. Something about Pepe is a currency for people who love Pepe.
Yeah, and it talked about value depending on frog currencies. It really gets at the heart of meme coins, doesn't it?
It totally does. It links directly back to Moodeng being described as an unofficial fan page meme coin. The value seems tied to community, hype, the meme itself.
Much more than any underlying utility or technology often. It's about sentiment, online culture, that kind of thing.
Which makes them inherently speculative. And that note, the PayPay note, it explicitly said, this is not a buying recommendation.
And we have to echo that loud and clear for Moodeng too. Cryptocurrencies are volatile. Meme coins, especially so. Huge price swings, high risk.
Absolutely. Never, ever invest money you can't afford to lose completely. That's paramount.
It really is. Also worth remembering that CoinMarketCap disclaimer about affiliate links and potential compensation. Just be aware of how these platforms operate.
Good point. Okay, so let's recap. We looked at Moodeng, a Solana meme coin.
Yep. Saw its current price around $1.25, down a bit today. Market cap $248 million, rank 181. Very high trading volume relative to its size.
We saw the huge swing from its all-time low months ago, that incredible percentage gain, but also the significant drop from its all-time high. Volatility central.
And we discussed trying to find where to buy it. CoinMarketCap's specific exchange list was loading, so that requires further investigation from anyone interested.
We looked at that separate new note, detailing a general process for buying different coin, PayPay, involving registration, USDT, and spot orders.
Stressing again, that process was for PayPay, not confirmed for Moodeng. You need to check the specifics for Moodeng on actual exchanges.
So for you, the listener, the main takeaway is, if Moodeng has caught your interest, your next step is diligent research. Find out where it is listed, understand their specific buying process, fees, and crucially, be fully aware of the risks.
Which leads us to a final thought for you to consider. Given everything we know about meme coins, the community-driven nature, the extreme volatility, the hype cycles, what factors, personally, would you deem absolutely critical before deciding whether or not to put any money into something like Moodeng?
Really thinking about your own risk tolerance and what you're looking for in this very, very dynamic crypto space. Something to mull over.